evening. I'm Pinky Webb. Tonight we ask the questions, we tackle the issues, we clarify matters, and we get on point. As scrutiny over the flood control scandal intensifies, tensions also flared between Manila City Mayor Isko Moreno and Manila 3rd District Representative Joel Chua. This after Moreno accused Chua of illegal demolition and construction of facilities in the capital. But over the weekend, the two decided to bury the hatchet and work together for their constituents. What exactly did they discuss, and what can we expect from tomorrow's House Tricom hearing? That will be the first. Let's get on point with Congressman Joel Chua, who also chairs the House Committee on Good Government and Accountability. That's right, on Good Government and Accountability. Congressman, good to have you again. Welcome to the show. Thank you for your time.
Thank you po. Good to be here again.
Sir, umpisahan ko na po sa peace with Manila Mayor. All's well, I guess. That ends well because ako po, nung nakita ko po yung inyong mga past interviews, and of course also yung mga statements made by Manila Mayor Isko Moreno, I really didn't think you guys would actually be friends, at least not in the short term. So what happened, sir? Just a bit of a background story. Paano kayo nagkabate?
My common friend, who happens to be very close to both of us, called us up. So parang over the weekend, napanood niya yung medyo hindi naming pagkakaunawaan. So he called me, and he also called the mayor. So parang tinanong niya sa amin if we're both open to talk. And we both agreed. Parehas naman kaming reasonable tao. And nanaig yung mas gusto namin na mag-ayos na. Dahil sa totoo lang, medyo nakakahiya na rin sa aming mga constituents.
Dumating na rin po kahit sa inyo, yung nahihiya na kayo dun sa palitan niyo po ng maaanghang at ni magagandang mga salita.
Well, after election, people, it's no longer about the mayor and me. It's about our constituents already. So, syempre, at the end of the day, kailangan i-set aside ninyo kung ano yung mga pride, yung mga nasa sa sarili ninyo. Dahil I believe both of us, ang intention naman namin is to serve our city. So, pagka gano'n naman talaga yung intention ninyong dalawa, talaga namang you will always find ways para magkaayos.
Sabi mo nga in a recent interview, this is not about Isko Moreno or Joel Chua. This is about the city of Manila and the people of the city of Manila. Where was that, sir? Was that in City Hall? Yung pagkikita po ninyo?
Yes.
No, and that happened over the weekend?
Saturday.
Yeah. Was there even a little bit of an argument?
Wala
Anything na samaan ng loob nung nagkita kayo? What was it the moment you guys actually saw each other? What was it like?
We did not even discuss about about the issues. Wala nang ganun. We've been together for quite some time. Medyo mahaba-haba rin yung friendship namin, no? 2007 when I first won as councilor, and that was the time when he first won as vice mayor. So that was the time when we worked together in the city of Manila. So mahabang panahon naman na magkasama kami. But because of election, siyempre medyo nagkaroon ng konting pagkakaiba ng
naghiwalay ho talaga kayo
yes.
because nandun po kayo kay La Mayor Hani Lacuna.
Yes. So I understand na medyo nasaktan ko siya dahil siyempre alam mo naman matagal kumpare ko siya ninong siya ng anak ko. Si Mayora ninang din ng anak ko. So they are both very close to me. Kaya talagang ang hirap din nung naging sitwasyon. But since tapos na at parehas naman kami, nung parehas kami tinanong, open naman kami. At nung nagkita kami, sa totoo lang, wala. Hindi na kami nag-usap about kung ano man yung mga galit. And it was very, wala na. It was a very good
And you're
meeting.
happy it happened?
Ano?
Are you happy it happened?
Of course, dahil kahit papano, matagal yung pinagsamahan namin lahat
Okay.
Diba?
Just a quick question, Congressman. Nagpasabi ho ba kayo kay former Mayor Hani na makikipagkita kayo
actually, biglaan lahat kasi yung nangyari So in fact, hindi rin ako sure kung matutuloy. I just received a call Friday na tuloy kami nung Sabado. Kasi if I remember it correctly, between yung over the weekend until Tuesday, medyo may bangayan pa ng konti. Nung Wednesday, di ba, nag-press con pa. Tapos, pero may mga kumakausap na nun. So, parang siyempre hindi ka rin naman sigurado kung ano yung mangyayari. At that time, tsaka sobrang nabisi rin ako. Hindi lang dun sa issue, but sa district. So, nung nasabi nun, ayun, sinabi sa akin nung Friday afternoon na kung available daw ba ako. So, sabi ko, sige. So, but after that, I texted her. So,
Could you share with us, Mama Huban, loob naman sa inyo
wag
ni...
na, siguro, wag na lang muna.
Okay, that's okay, sir.
Yes.
So, this also, there was also a premise here, baka meron pong mga nagtataka, ano ba nangyari sa pagitan nyo, maliban po dun sa nakaraan, ano po? Let's just clarify for
Yes.
context. Ito kasing sinasabi ni Mayor Isko na demolished, Resac ho ba, tama?
Rasak.
Resac covered court.
Yes.
Ang sinasabi po, siguro kayo na po ang magbigay ng background because it was supposed to be demolished because what you wanted to do was to build parang a halfway
Community center.
community center
Yes.
back in
It was-
2020. However,
Noong 2020, actually, the former Congressman Yul Servo Nieto, he was going to develop that area. So, nabagsakan na ng pondo, but parang ang gagawin niya parang sports complex something or... So, nung time na yon nasimulan na, but unfortunately, inabot ng COVID. So, hindi natuloy. So, noong 2022, ako yung naging congressman. But since nung 2022 to 2024, parang salingkit lang ako sa Congress because I was with the Action Democratico. So, I was the only member of Action Democratico in Congress for 2 years. So, medyo nahirapan din ako na gusto kong ituloy, pero medyo nahirapan. But sometime in 2024, nagkakaproblema na kami because of the homeless. Dun sa kahabaan ng Rizal Avenue, ang dami mga homeless na natutulog. So, it was actually yung former mayor, si Mayor Hani Lacuna, sabi niya, ano bang po pwede nating, nung nag-usap kami, magawa dito. So, sabi ko siguro maganda halfway house. So, ilagay natin dito. So, doon nagsimula. Then, nagpa-design kami. Halfway house sa baba. Tapos, since ano din siya, doktor. So, gusto niya malagyan ng dialysis or diagnostic center yung area. Tapos may senior citizens. Kasi may area doon ng senior citizen eh. So mas palalakihin, pagagandahin. So ako naman, ang sinabi ko, since ang congressman kasi, after every term ng congressman, let's say magpapalit ng bagong congressman, para kang palaboy. Maghahanap ka na naman ng district office mo. So sabi ko, sana magkaroon ng permanent district office dito. So kahit hindi na ako, kahit sino nang umupo, yun na yung district office.
ni congressman.
Ni congressman.
Or ni congresswoman.
Yes, whoever, kung sino man siya. And then, isang sports facility or recreational center na maganda at maayos, tabla. Tapos, mayroon pang track and field sa makakatakbo ka sa taas. May billiard hall, may table tennis, na talagang recreational center para sa mga tao. And daycare center, of course. So, yun yung...
That's a lot, ha? Yeah.
Yes. Kasi malaki yung area naman. So, we agreed. So, kaya naman tinuloy ito. But, yun nga, inabot ng next administration. So, syempre, in fairness din naman kay Mayor Isko, ang hinanap niya is yung mga permit.
Right.
So, which is talaga naman kailangan, di ba? So, hindi ko rin... Kasi, as far as I'm concerned, hindi ko naman trabaho yan eh. So, kung sino man yung implementing agency or yung contractor, kung sino yung mananalo dun sa bidding, dapat trabahuin nila yan.
Sila mag-secure ng
Sila
permit.
dapat na mag-secure. That
Let's
is not...
highlight that, sir.
Yes.
I think it's important that you say that again.
Yes.
Kahit na po ito ay plano ninyo,
Yes.
kahit na po ito ay plano ninyo and even the mayor
Yes.
back then,
Yes.
when the next mayor looks for the permit, hindi ho ba dapat nagkaroon naman talaga ng permit
Yes.
from the previous
Yes.
administration? Mayor
Well,
Honey.
kasi parang ang nangyari kasi niyan is nagkaroon ng implied ano na yan, parang okay, wala namang problema dahil in fact, wala akong, basta't may coordination naman sa City Hall, kadalasan pagka government, national government project, talaga namang hindi ako sigurado kung lahat yan may permit. Diba? Pagka mga national government project. So, maski dati pa siguro.
But
siguro.
local. This is a local project.
Hindi. The funding is coming from the national government. So, yun naman yung pinakisuyo ko. So, because yun nga, yung kailangan, yung need doon sa lugar.
Area.
Yes. Kasi kung titignan mo yung halfway house, maganda eh. May tulugan siya, may shower, may toilet, may kainan para sa mga homeless.
Parang soup kitchen.
Yes, and then the following day, alis na sila.
Yeah.
But the facility will be turned over. At the end of the day, yung facility will be turned over to the city.
Yeah. The problem though, Congressman, I guess, is also for everybody's knowledge, no? When something like this happens, sabi mo nga, nung medyo hindi pa kayo bati, well, hindi pa kayo bati nun, sabi mo nga, bakit ba sa amin ang hinahanapan palagi ng permit? Bakit palaging congressman? Pagka ganun ho ba, kahit na sabi mong implied with Mayor Honey back then, anything can happen after 3 years eh. I guess what's really important is everything is done officially.
Yes, tama naman.
Right?
Yes.
Para wala na pong...
Agree.
Okay.
Yes, agree.
So, what happens now? Siguro moving forward.
Well, hindi ko naman, kasi when we meet, hindi naman namin, wala naman kami pinag-usapan about that eh. Although, syempre, yung kwentuhan, di ba? But I guess, wala namang, kung mag-apply eh. Di ba? As long as lahat ng requirement,
And who applies? Because I listened to your past interview. Parang sinabi niyo, it's supposed to be DPWH. Would that be correct, sir?
Yun ang alam ko. Or the contractor. Either of the two, di ba? So, kasi sa totoo lang, di naman ako nakikialam sa mga ganyan eh. So, basta ako, ang trabaho namin as district representative, yung mga needs ng constituents, kung pwede ka naman makaka-request sa national government, maibaba mo. Like for example, during my first term, naka-request ako ng mga ambulansya. I mean, fire truck sa DILG kay Secretary Abalos. So, naibaba ko sa distrito ko dahil nga sa sobrang dami ng sunog na inabot namin. So,
Okay.
yun naman ang namin eh. Para at least kahit papano, yung district namin, yung mga pangangailangan, maibaba.
All right. And let's talk about, let's shift topics, sir. Flood control. Alam naman po natin na yan po ang pinag-uusapan. Sa inyong distrito, third district po kayo.
Yeah.
I think the mayor said, Yorme said, meron kayong 4.2. Kung tama po yung rinig ko dun sa video na napanood ko, would that be correct, sir?
Hindi rin ako familiar. Although ang alam ko, that is from 2022 up to 2025. So, 22, 23, 24, 4 years, I think. So,
Is it important for you to check, sir? And is it important for you to check, number one, how much? And if they're actually working, kung meron pong substandard, at kung
Yeah.
meron pong ghost.
yes. Actually, but the problem is, yung first term ko, so that is 22 to 24, pagkakaintindi ko kasi yan, binabagsak yan ng national government. Project nila yan. So ako naman kasi, pag project ng national government, hindi ko pinakikialaman. So I don't meddle with the national government projects as long as hindi na peperwisyo yung distrito ko. Although, I would from time to time call their attention. Like for example, gumawa sila ng isang project na tinamaan yung distrito ko, yung NLEX-SLEX connector. So, tinamaan yung distrito ko somewhere in Bloomingtreet. Nagkabaha-baha. Why? Kasi nagbara-bara yung mga drainage. So nagtayo sila doon ng mga daanan, pero ang problema, yung mga drainage doon, bumaha. So initially, hindi ko
Bumaha o bumara?
bumara kasi yung mga semento,
Okay. Walang
walang,
nadaluyan?
yes, walang
Okay.
nadaluyan. So ang ginawa ko, hindi ko naman alam kung sinong tatawagan ko rin. So, ang ginawa ko noon, at that time, ang tinatawagan ko at kinukulit ko, DPWH. Sabi ko, yung lugar ko dito, nagkakagulo-gulo. Ang pangit, ang baha. Unang-una, pumangit yung area. And then secondly, bumaha. So sabi ko, ayun, susungkit-sungkitin nila. But
Yeah, that's not enough.
that's not enough.
Yeah.
Ang problema is, feeling ko lang, parang gumagawa ng project ang mga national government nang hindi nagko-coordinate.
And that's something that needs to be talked about. There's going to be a hearing tomorrow, and I think it's also important to highlight that, sir, because to be
Yes.
frank with you, hindi na po namin alam ano ba talaga ang batas when it comes to national projects,
Yes.
funded projects, and what is the participation or the
Yes.
oversight of congressmen or the local government officials.
Yes.
Parang medyo nagkakalabo-labo po. Maybe that's something that can be covered in tomorrow's hearing, but we'll talk about that after the break. We'll continue our discussion with Manila 3rd District Representative Joel Chua when we return. Stay tuned. This is On Point. Welcome back. Still with us, Manila 3rd District Representative Joel Chua. Tomorrow there's going to be a hearing by the House of Representatives. It's a TRICOM, and Congressman, you will be heading the public accounts, hindi ho ba?
Yes,
And
tama.
the other two are,
No, I will be heading the good government, and then Congressman Terry Ridon will be the chair of the public accounts, and then Chairman Momo, Congressman Momo will be the chair of public works.
okay. Before we went on a break, and actually before we went on a break and we were on commercial break, we were talking about it. I think it's also important, Congressman, that we actually really find out what the participation is of a
Yes.
congressman. What is the participation of a mayor, of a governor, with projects that are being implemented in your areas of responsibility? Hindi ho ba kailangan? Kasi para po sa amin, kung meron pong, sabihin po natin may 4.2 billion flood control projects sa inyong distrito, kung tama po yun, between 2022 to 2025, what exactly can you do about it? Should you be the one to really look around and check if they are working, if they are substandard, if they're actually ghost? Is it supposed to be the DPWH? Is it supposed to be the mayor? Sino ho ba talaga?
Pinky, let me just first clarify, no, yung budget cycle. Because akala mo yung buong yun during my term, di ba? Yung 2022 at saka 2023, previous term yan. Ang present
Let's
administration,
clarify. Ibig sabihin,
Yes.
that was the term of your predecessor.
predecessor, yes. Yung term namin, 2024 and 2025. Now, baka mamaya isipin mo, bakit 2023, congressman ka na ng 2022?
2022, nakaupo
Yes,
ka na.
yes. So ganito po kasi yan. Yung budget ng 2022, pinapasayan at pinag-aaralan 2021. So pagdating mo, meron na talagang budget allotted for that, 'di ba? So yung 2023, pine-prepare yan ng 2022. But election is 2022, tama? Ang budget,
May ng 2022.
yes, May. Ang budget call is January.
Okay.
Pine-prepare yan ng mga department as early as January. So let's say January up to June. Dadalhin naman yan sa Congress is August. Tama?
Ibig sabihin, parang wala pa ho kayong kinalaman
Siyempre, hindi
dito
mo naman
sa-
kagaya ko, hindi naman ako engineer, hindi ko naman naiintindihan yan. 'Di ba? So pagdating dyan sa pagdating sa Congress, nung nag-assume kami noong 2022, 'di ba? July 1st ang assumption. Pero pinatawag kami, which is yung first day namin, SONA. That is 4th Monday of July. Tama? So pagdating ng August, andyan na yung budget. So ano ka nalaman mo?
Nakabalangkas na po yun.
Nakabalangkas na.
Okay.
And even the president, at that time, siyempre, kapapanalo pa lang ng presidente nung May, mag-a-assume siya ng June, end of June. So July 1 pa lang siya mag-a-assume. So, pag assume nyo, mag-create ka pa ng cabinet. 'Di ba? So, tapos gagawa ka ng
Okay.
SONA. So, iyan ang ano niyan. So, ang talagang budget na cycle ng present administration, 2024 and
2025.
2025.
Para po, especially for someone like you. Okay,
Yes,
okay, at
oo.
least klaro po yan. So, going back to my question, sir, there needs to be some sort of, we have to be clear about
Yes.
projects that are being implemented
tama po
and
kayo.
who actually takes responsibility for them.
Yes.
Because it's easy for us to say, Congressman ka ng 3rd District, hindi mo alam.
Tama.
Mayor ka ng Manila, hindi. Governor ka ng Bulacan, hindi mo alam.
Yes,
Parang mga
tama.
ganun po eh. Is it clear to you who actually is supposed to monitor or have oversight functions over this, sir?
The one who should be monitoring yung implementing agency. Because ang trabaho ng congressman is mag-allocate ng budget, mag-approve ng budget. 'Di ba? So, like for example, in my case, tatanungin mo ko, kung itong project na to is substandard. Hindi ko masasabi sa iyo kung substandard dahil hindi naman ako engineer eh. I do not know kung ano yung kapal dapat ng bakal niyan.
But you can try to find out, can
Yes.
you?
Eh,
Because
tama
that's
ka.
exactly what Congressman Leviste did.
Yes.
Ang ginawa po niya, kakaupo lang po niya, nagrenta ata siya ng mga truck, may chinek siya na lugar somewhere in his district in Batangas, chinek po niya yung sheet piles. Ang nakita po niyang sheet piles ay 5 meters, pero chinek po niya yung binayaran doon sa contractor na yon at lumabas. Ang binayaran is supposed to be 15 meters, pero ang ginamit po na sheet pile is 5
Is 5
meters.
meters.
He did it. I mean, that's probably something you guys can do as well,
Yes,
right?
tama naman. Tama naman din yung ginawa niya. But looking back, but sinasabi ko kasi kung ano yung trabaho talaga ng mga congressman, di ba? So, siyempre, hindi naman natin po pwedeng pare-parehas dahil minsan may mga axe to grind din yung iba eh. So, why are they doing that? Diba? So,
But don't you want to do it for your people?
yeah, of course
For
we
your
will do that. Dahil
constituents?
kasi nga, because of what happened. Eh, siyempre ngayon, nalaman na natin, may ganyan palang mga istorya. Ang nagiging problema ngayon, ako, ang tingin ko kasi, the program itself, yung flood control, wala namang problema. Ang problema, pagka ginose mo, or nag-substandard ka,
Or,
Diba?
kontratista yung kapamilya mo.
kontratista
O
yung
ikaw.
kapamilya mo, or
Okay.
ikaw mismo. Diba? So, yun ang problema. So, kaya nga dapat lahat din yan. Bukas, malalaman natin lahat kung matitignan natin kung ano yung mga dapat nating itanong.
Si Mayor Benji
Magalong.
Benji po, Magalong, ipapatawag niyo na ho ba? Pinadala niyo na ho ba siya ng imbitasyon?
Ang alam ko bukas, because I think we have a short period of time. Until 2 o'clock lang yata kami bukas dahil meron pa kaming session. No? So, ang mga pinadala ni lahat ang mga kontratista, yung top 15. And then of course, yung mga RD. At yung mga controversial na DE, I think.
So, regional and district engineers
may district engineer, tsaka mga regional, mga
and the top
pinatawag.
15 contractors.
Yes.
What happens, sir? Kasi nagkaroon po today, second day ng hearing. How different will your hearing be compared to, sabihin po natin dun sa Senado ngayong araw?
Well, alam mo, Pinky, kasi ang tingin lahat ng mga tao pagka-investigation is, it's all about it's all about the, kung sino yung may kasalanan, yung mga crimes, diba? So, lahat naman yan i-consider natin, diba? But we have to remember that this is investigation in aid of legislation. Kaya, syempre, tinitignan din natin, hindi lang yung mga pagkukulang, ano rin yung mga remedyo na dapat nating gawin.
Kailangan ho ba bang pag-usapan yung panukala ni Senate President Chis Escudero na dapat wala ng kapamilya na sumasali sa mga kontrata ng gobyerno until the 4th degree? Would that be something that could be in aid of legislation?
I think there is a law na talaga namang bawal, if I'm not mistaken. At saka siyempre, para maiwasan na rin yung mga duda ng mga kababayan natin na nakikialam ka, kaya nagkakaroon ng ganyan.
Are you going to call Congressman Zaldico?
I don't know if he's invited, if he is one of the invitees. So kasi nakapokus kami doon sa 15 contractors.
Isn't SunWest part of the 15, sir?
I'm not sure.
It is, sir.
If it is part, then he is invited kung sino man yung may-ari ng SunWest.
All right. So what time is the hearing tomorrow?
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 in the morning. And then, of course, we're going to monitor what happens there tomorrow. Congressman, thank you so much for your time. And we will be monitoring the events.
Thank you.
Bukas po. Maraming salamat. That's On Point. Join us again tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel. I'm Pinky Webb. Thank you for watching.